Hello, welcome. I'm Stormo, and we're doing more God of War. So let's get right into it. Hang on a second. I always think that I'm ready, and then I'm not quite ready. So just have a glass of water. My glass, I mean bottle. And then we shall continue. We're off to Jotunheim tonight. Now, I wanted to do some other stuff before we headed off to Jotunheim, but I actually can't. I have to go to Jotunheim. Is there anything that I want to talk about? There is not. Okay. Okay, let's head off. Also, hopefully the game audio sounds a bit better. I've again been playing with it, and I think I've got the ducking stuff working now. So we'll see how this goes. So yeah, let me know how the game sounds. Yep, we're off to Jotunheim. Don't panic. We're finally off to Jotunheim. Because remember last night we tried to go to Jotunheim. We ended up getting eaten by the world serpent. So that was good fun. Okay. I was thinking that maybe this is where he makes a heroic sacrifice. I imagine it would be, actually. There we go. Nope, he lived. He's fine. He's totally fine. This is quite different to the other realm transitions. This is very different to the other realm transitions. No game sound at all. Ah, okay, just one moment. I know why that is. I'm an idiot. Hang on a second. I can fix that problem right now. I know exactly why that is. Yep. Okay, there should be game sound now. Sorry about that. Okay. Hopefully there's game audio now. I'm really sorry about that. But I know what the problem was, so I fixed it. So yeah, let me know how the audio mix works with the automatic ducking and all that kind of stuff. Also, yeah, Mir and Brock are gonna get along just fine. This is spectacularly, whoa, huge. Wow. Wow, this looks amazing. Also, my watch just went off, so that's always nice. Not sure if the mic picked that up. Oh wait, we're still moving. I thought that we walked into a cutscene.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there.
The game audio should duck in and out whenever I speak.
We did it.
We did.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
This might look a bit strange because of the armor, though. Oh no.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Boy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Carry her.
Does this mean we're not going to have any combat between now and when we get there? Nah, he's Tasha. I thought he was going to carry it in his hands. Wow, this place looks great. Well, oh, look at that! Look at the huge portal.
Boy.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
So I wonder what we're going to be seeing here.
Anybody here?
So far, there's only one path to take here too.
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Wait, were they seriously all turned to stone? These...
Where are they now?
Yeah.
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did.
Yeah.
I should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered and two more take its place.
This isn't where I wanted to go. I was not expecting this to be a cutscene. Oh.
Wait! Father! Something's happening!
Oh, that's cool. That looks fantastic.
It's your axe. It's smaller.
What?
Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants?
She was a giant.
That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how?
But how?
And our fight with Baldur.
But how?
But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
A little bit. Wow, okay.
I didn't know. She was a giant.
Yeah. So I've been suspecting this for a long time now that that Faye was a giant.
Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Balder was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes, but what's over there?
Yes.
I want to know what's over there, because we didn't go that way.
Yes, we are.
Very close to the end now.
Huh. Who's the Guardian?
So that's all that was here anyway, it wasn't openable. You gonna do something? Yeah, okay, cool. So what was that? We've seen Midgard's fate overrun a second hell. Neither Odin nor his dead may reach Jotunheim. The ways must be shut, the serpents and the guardian remained. They alone shall keep our hope. When the doom befalls the indestructible, only then shall the guardian return. Until then we await a better world, one without fear, without greed, without war. We wait for deliverance and justice, we wait for a champion, we will wait for the word that gods grow good. Hope that world gets here soon. So that's what Kratos is. He's going to be, what, Atreus maybe? Atreus and or Kratos are going to be the champion of the giants. That's the whole thing. That, I guess, and I'm just guessing and I don't want anyone to tell me. That's the plan.
Look. It's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us.
She has always been with us. We've been carrying her all this time. Like, straight up, she is with us. She's on Atreus's belt right now. This is fantastic, though. Oh, look at this. Oh my god. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You seeing this?
Father.
No. We do it together. Son.
Oh.
Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Oh.
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
That was quite the plot twist that I was not expecting. I thought it was suspicious Loki hadn't been mentioned up to this point, actually. But, wow, okay. Right, sure. Gold trophy.
I guess it all makes sense now. Why she want to end up here?
Well, that's the end of the game.
But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see?
Huh.
Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
This is the ending credits.
Do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh. So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
A great warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow! You actually told a good story. Amir missed it.
That's amazing. I can't believe that's just how the game ends. I was not expecting the game to end there at all. Well, I mean, I guess that's... I know there's more to come, there's post-game, but I didn't realize I was that close to the end.
But I bet there's still some corrupted Valkyries out there that can be saved.
Ooh, yep.
Some other help people. Maybe helping people is part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
Yeah, me too. Now we're in a cutscene.
Lads, am I glad to see you. I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
Sounds like a plan. Explore with Atreus. Continue exploring. Complete dwarven favors, free dragons, travel to Muspelheim and Niflheim, find new items in the shop to get powerful equipment that will allow you to defeat the legendary corrupted Valkyries. Okay, so a lot of the stuff we did beforehand. Location of all the corrupted Valkyries has been revealed. Oh, neat. Oh, and that was one of the undiscovered things. And there's still another undiscovered thing on the map. Hey, has the entire map been revealed now? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has too. The entire map's been revealed now. And of course we've got full fast travel access now as well, I imagine. So that's the end of the game. And now there's post-game. I had intended to dedicate this stream to what I'd assumed was the final boss. Now this is interesting because... It's interesting that is the end. I was expecting a significant further section of the game because... And I'll point out why right now. So, the reason I thought there was more to this game is because we haven't been there yet. Odin has prevented access to this realm. And I was fully expecting us to go there for the end of this game, so Huh. Every other realm's available. I think those are the only two that aren't. So are they meant to be DLC packs? Because I didn't think this game had planned DLC. I don't think any's been announced. I imagine it is, because there's no other way to open those things, right? Unless doing the Valkyries or doing something else opens that up, and like we do Asgard as post-game content. Well, actually, we should go back to our Midgard, I guess. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna look at Corrupted Valkyries and just see what else we can do around. I mean, I could just call the stream now. We beat the game. This is the end, but,
What time has passed?
what kind of stream would that be, I guess? Go play Overwatch or something. Nah, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. We'll have a good wander.
For the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. When we're done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok. From snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
I feel like there's more with Baldur and Freya too.
Fimbulwind. I can feel it in my scrote. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow and you know it. It's the end time.
What am I going to see when I get out of these doors?
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrote.
Yeah, we heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving. And also, to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice. Come on in.
I have a sneaking suspicion Midgard is going to look wildly different once we get outside. Got a bunch of stuff. Got mythic belts of vigor, and oh man, got a lot of things. Did I have that before? No, but I'm going to buy it because it does cost a little bit. Hang on a second. Blade Light Runic Tax. Rampage of the Furies. Upgrades Runic... Oh, hang on. That's a good one. Icarus Storm. It's alright. Raid of the Titans. Might pick that one up actually, that's a strong one. I'll equip it too, because that's a good one. And I will probably upgrade it too while I'm there, so...
Where were we on that other thing?
So there's a fair few things that I've actually missed right now. Okay, so what about Alfheim? There's still a few undiscovered things in Alfheim. Definitely a lot more undiscovered stuff in Helheim. Jotunheim is... There's nothing in Jotunheim. You even get like a full map for Jotunheim that you never go to. Muspelheim is... There's a Valkyrie in Muspelheim. And Niflheim, there's still a couple of things that we haven't done there because Niflheim is a pain. And there's a Valkyrie Hilda in Niflheim. Okay, so let's have a look at where all these Valkyries are just quickly while we're here. So we've got Kara there, that's over near our home. Oh, is that, yeah, that's that hidden chamber right next to our home, I'd imagine. No, wait. That's too far away. Huh. So that hidden chamber of Odin... No, that's got to be for that. Yggdrasil is there. Mystic Gateway, Hidden Chamber of Odin. So that might be one we opened already. Yeah, we did go in that one, didn't we? Yeah. Okay, so I suspect that one relates back to that one there. What about over here? There's should be one Summit, and there's Ear, the Valkyrie Ear in there. feel like I'm ready to take on these Valkyries at all at the moment. A dead giant guy, and that Valkyrie is... map. I can't rotate the map. Gunnier. Okay, so that's Gunnier there. Where are the Valkyries? Is there any over... I didn't see any over here. Seeing any there. And then we established that there is Ulrun there. Are there any more Valkyries? Oh, I forgot that there was a hidden chamber here in Alfheim. That's it for Alfheim, I think, in terms of Valkyries. Alfheim, there is Rota. That's where Rota's hanging out. So there's at least one in each of these two, so that explains why there aren't everything. Obviously there's none here. And yeah, Gondor there, and there is Hilda there. That might be the last one I do. There's favours to do in Niflheim. Mystic Gateways. There are 6 Mystic Gateways to find in Muspelheim. Okay. Well, Muspelheim seems like a fun place to go. But, oh boy. I want to go out here for the moment, because this... It sounds like something has happened outside. It looks... Yeah, look. Look at this. Hey, where did the World Serpent go? Where has the World Serpent gone? He's not on the map. Is that it? Has he just buggered off? Ah, interesting. That is interesting, actually. I'm a little surprised by that. Well. I feel like the first thing we should do is... That's... Oh, right, yeah. Oh, hang on. Yes, that's Hidden Chamber. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a bunch of different stuff, but primarily we're gonna... The game seems to want us to head home. But I do wonder if that... No, I don't think it'll end things, but I think it'll give us a story conclusion. But we can still explore and do stuff after that, maybe? Let's, let me think about this. Actually, before we do this, I might just quickly, save the game. That way I've got an actual return point in case I do something now that ends the game in a way that I'm not satisfied with. I was certain we were going to be going to Asgard and like beating like all of the gods up. I did not actually anticipate that throwing the dust off the mountain would end the game. And although it is interesting because that means that the 2 boulder fights bookend the game. You get one near the start and you get one near the end.
Loving gift from the giants. Since I used to do so much traveling between realms, they thought it would be more convenient for me than having a crystal I could lose.
Did it hurt?
No, because I wisely fortified myself with 16 cups of Billow Maiden's Ale. Got so inebriated, I tried convincing the giants to put them in my nipples instead. Almost talked them into it too. Can you imagine? Mimir of the Bifrost Teats. Ah, those were the days.
Ew.
Okay, I'll stop now.
Yeah, that was a slightly weird one. Slightly odd one. So we're home.
We're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your Tadger.
Well, first things first, let's go inside the house. Like I say, if this actually permanently ends things, then I can go back.
To rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Can we actually rest?
Okay, this'll do.
we just sit here? Is that it?
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
Broad daylight. You're gonna crush the head. Oh wow, okay, this is... Oh, I think I did just end the game.
What was that?
The ball!
Is Ragnarok coming? You're not Ragnarok, you're Thor. That's Thor. How right am I? Well, that was the end of the game. I knew it was a good idea to save there. That was the actual ending credits. Okay. Okay. Well, Oh, so that was the secret ending, was it? Because I had heard that there was a secret ending. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That was the secret ending. Well then. Well, seeing as we got the secret Thor ending, which is very clearly a sequel hook, because, let's face it, how many Asgardian gods did we actually murder in that game? I'm just trying to do a count. I think the answer is 2. If you count Baldur and... No, we never murdered Freya. Is Baldur the only Asgardian god we actually killed? Huh. So we went through that entire game, and we didn't meet Thor. We did meet Loki, but on a technicality. We didn't meet Odin. I was expecting to be the final boss. Huh. There's a lot going on here. Huh. This is not how I expected this game to end. At all. And it's very clear to me now that Asgard and the other one are DLC, because there's no way they're just sitting there. Like, maybe there's a way to unlock... Maybe if I kill all the Valkyries, I unlock access to Asgard in the post-game? Maybe? But... I don't know. I'm really torn on this. I am really, really torn on where I'm at. That said, let's talk about God of War. This is an excellent game. Is it Game of the Year material? For sure, absolutely, 100%. I can see this being Game of the Year. I'm not sure I would name it Game of the Year just yet. I mean, there's a lot of games to come out later this year. But this is definitely going to be a contender for Game of the Year. Story-wise, I think it was fantastic. I think the building of the relationship between the building of the relationship between Atreus and Kratos is magnificently well done. It's really interesting too, because what ends up happening is that they meet in the middle. Like, Kratos goes from being really cold and remote to Atreus to really, really, really opening up to him. And Atreus goes from being basically terrified of his father to trusting him and understanding him. So there's this whole thing where they meet in the middle with it, which I think is really, really neat. What else? What else is there? So the music's actually quite loud in my headphones, so I might be talking a bit louder than I should be. But I thought Freya was really cool character that I think probably could have been used a little bit better. I think she shows up reasonably well, but I feel like she could have had more done with her. I really like the World 7. I really like Balder. I thought Balder was a great design. And yeah, and those other two, Magni and the other guy, who were kind of nothing characters, and that's why I forgot about them when I was talking about Norse gods that we murdered. But are they really Norse gods? Aren't they kind of more like just like demigod type people? Really? I'm not sure. But that said, the world design, the level design, and everything, that was all fantastic. I think the locations were great. I haven't seen everything in HDR yet. Obviously, I haven't played much on my HDR TV yet, but what I have seen in HDR makes me pretty convinced this is the new standard for HDR games. Like, this surpasses Horizon Zero Dawn, and that's not to say Horizon Zero Dawn looks bad. That game looks amazing, but this game looks even better than Horizon Zero Dawn does in HDR. I think this game is a really great showcase for what the PS4 can do. It's another great example of Sony's approach to exclusives, and it's the exclusives are the huge advantage that the PS4 has over the Xbox One at the moment. Like, Sony is dedicated to producing exclusive games like this, and Horizon Zero Dawn's another example. I'm just trying to think of another one. Off the top of my head, I can't think of one off the top of my head. Well, I suppose Uncharted 4 is another good example, and The Last of Us Part 2, when that comes out, will be another example as well. But they're really good examples of Sony's approach to doing exclusives, as opposed to, say, Microsoft's approach, which I don't think is as well thought out or planned. Microsoft don't put the resources into supporting these studios that they own in the way Sony have been doing. And while the Xbox does get some alright exclusives, it's got Forza, you know, it's got Gears of War, things like that, it's got Halo, all that. None of them are, like, they're all big franchises for sure, but none of them are events. Like, this game was an event in a way that a new Forza game isn't going to be, or the way that a new Gears of War title isn't going to be, or something like that. Like, this game has come out as an event title, and there's only going to be one other game this year that would come close to that, unless Last of Us Part 2 comes out, which is Red Dead Redemption, and that's not a platform exclusive. That will be coming to everything. Yeah, that's right, Magni, yeah. So I'm just getting text messages. And yeah, Magni was a god and all that stuff, yeah. Yeah, so I suppose there are a couple of gods. But yeah, as I was saying, like, Sony is putting a lot into these big event exclusives in a way that Microsoft hasn't been doing. And I know a little bit it's a bit unfair to compare the two systems, because obviously they're both taking different approaches. Microsoft just wants a console that gives you the best fidelity in your gaming experience, even if the game is out on other systems. So, for example, the Xbox One version of, say, Red Dead Redemption is going to look better than the PS4 version because the Xbox One has the technological power to make it look better. But of course, the PC version is going to look better anyway because it's a PC. But although that said, is Red Dead 2 coming to PC? Because Red Dead 1 never did, which is infuriating. But that's what I mean. Like, this is a game that fully sums up Sony's approach to making exclusives and their first party studios like this. Oh, and the other one obviously is Death Stranding, which is Hideo Kojima's new game, Death Stranding. That again is going to be a big event title. In fact, that's probably going to be a bigger event title than this. And that's kind of what the PlayStation has at the moment. And like, this is the kind of game, like, I suppose the easiest way to say it is Sony wants these exclusives to sell PlayStations. And maybe people aren't exactly going to rush out and buy a PS4 for God of War, but I legitimately know people who rushed out and bought PS4s for Horizon Zero Dawn. And I suspect there are, in fact, people who did rush out to buy PS4s for God of War. And God of War, unlike Horizon Zero Dawn, which was actually a brand new franchise, God of War actually has a history with the PlayStation. Obviously, there were the 3 PS2 games, or the 2 PS2 games and a PS3 game. I think it was the original trilogy plus the 2 portable titles, the PSP titles, I think. You know, and those were big games in the time. Like I bought God of War 2 because I played the first one at a friend's place, liked it, and God of War 2 came out, and I'm like, yeah, I should get in on this. I bought it, and I played it, and I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't think it was, I didn't like it as much as I think a lot of people did. I thought it had some weaknesses, but I fully understand, looking back on it now, I can fully understand why it was such a huge game. I mean, God of War 2 is one of the best looking games on the PlayStation 2. It's an astonishingly good looking game. You know, I rank it up there. There's like 3 PS2 games that I rank as the most graphically impressive games on that system. And they're all games that, when you play them on a PS2, it becomes very clear that the PS2's hardware is really being pushed. And that in a lot of cases, these games are being really held back by what the PS2 can do. One is God of War 2. One is Shadow of the Colossus on the PS2, which is a game I remember when I first bought it and played it, and I thought, I really wish, because that game came out after the Xbox 360 had launched. And so I had an Xbox 360 and a PS2, and the PS3 hadn't launched yet. And I was playing Shadow of the Colossus. And I just kept thinking, I wish this game could somehow be on the Xbox 360 because it's so being held back by the PS2. And the third game I rank alongside those two is Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmeria, or Valkyrie Profile Silmeria, which again is an utterly gorgeous looking game on the PS2 that is very clearly held back by the PS2's hardware. And to me, those 3 games, God of War 2, Valkyrie Profile, Silmeria, and Shadow of the Colossus, all represent sort of the pinnacle of PS2 visuals, and for much the same reasons too. They're all basically trying to do the same thing, which is push the PS2 as far as it can possibly be pushed in an era, because they all came out. Did all 3 of those games come out? They would have all come out after the PS3 was pretty much in development studios' hands, and certainly around the time the Xbox 360 had launched. So they all came out at a time when console technology was jumping forward quite significantly. Like, we went from the PS2 with like 100 megahertz CPU to the Xbox 360 and PS3 with like 2.4 gigahertz CPUs. Sorry, no, 3.2 gigahertz is the PS3 CPU speed. But there was just this massive jump in what technology could do, and the PS2 just didn't stand a chance against that. But the end result, the point I'm making is that that's the background for God of War 2, or for the God of War series, and that's why this game, unlike, say, Horizon, which doesn't have that backstory, all Horizon's got on it is it's from the company that made Killzone, which is not, in my view, a great selling point. Like, whoever liked Killzone, really? But it turned out to be their dream game, and they made a good effort of it, and that game is... I don't think we're going to hear about a sequel to Horizon this year, but I would suspect we will find out about where Aloy's adventures take her next at E3 in 2019. This game, I actually know for a fact, has been planned as a series. So I do know that there is going to be probably another trilogy, I'd imagine. Like, the way this game ends very clearly is a sequel hook. And that's very clearly intended to be a sequel hook. But yeah, the way this game ends, I think it is very clear that there's going to be more God of War. Probably not... I would expect the sequel to this, which I imagine is going to be called God of War 2, which is going to confuse everybody. This game really should have just been called God of War 4. But I imagine the sequel to this will be a 2020 game. Like, if it's not already deep into production now, it probably should be. Like, I'd be really surprised if the second game in this series, which is very clearly going to happen because this game's been a huge hit, I'd be very surprised if the second game in this series hadn't already entered production before this game launched. And I would imagine it's intended for a 2020 release. I don't think it'll be annual. I think 2 to 3 years is Sony's usual sort of theme sequence. Yeah, this game seems like it will very much be the first step in a series, and I'm fine with that. I'm really happy to see where this goes next. I'm really curious to know if Asgard and was it Vanaheim was the other realm, I think? Asgard and Vanaheim, I think, were the 2 realms that weren't available in this game, and I'm very interested to know if they're planned as DLC later. Because I haven't heard anything about DLC for this game. Like, I admit I didn't follow this game especially closely, but as far as I know, there's no season pass or anything like that. So either they're going to get patched in as free content updates, which would be great, I'd love that, or they're going to be paid DLC packs later this year. I have a feeling we might find out more about that at E3, if that hasn't already been detailed and I'm just an idiot and doesn't know about it. These credits are going to go on for a while, as they are wont to do with modern video games. But once these credits have gone on, I'm gonna sit down and go through a bit more. We'll try some Valkyrie fighting maybe, and also I'm certain there should be more to do to talk to Sindri and Brock, because there is something that Mimir said as we picked him up where they were measuring him up, and I was sort of expecting to have some kind of item that we could buy that was for Mimir, like maybe not a body or anything like that, but certainly some kind of thing that we could do with him. But yeah, I suppose I do wonder actually if the ending for this is not unlike the ending for Earthbound on the Super Nintendo, where after you beat the final boss in that game, your next task is to actually travel all the way back to the beginning of the game. You don't have any enemies to fight or anything like that. You can just wander around the entire game world without any fear or favor. You can interact with NPCs. And a lot of the NPCs actually have completely new dialogue they only say in that final part of the game. I remember doing it. It took me about 2 hours just to get all the way back from where you beat Gygas to the first area, and I sort of get the impression actually that maybe fast traveling back to their house and getting this ending was not a mistake, but was not the intended path. The game, now thinking back on it now, the game seemed to encourage me to stay around and do other stuff first. And I did say at the time I wasn't sure if I was just going to win the game going back. I had a sneaking suspicion that was going to happen. I didn't know. One of the really nice things about this whole LP is that all through it I have not known anything. I've kept myself spoiler free all the way through it. I haven't known any of the secrets or anything like that. Everything I've done through this entire LP has been something I've either guessed or I've had a very vague hint from my girlfriend, who did spoil herself on a couple of things with the intent of helping me here and there, but she was very good at making sure that any hint she gave did not spoil anything. So I did have a couple of hints here and there, but they weren't big hints, and they certainly weren't spoilerish hints, and they didn't give away anything. The only other thing I did have some help with was I've been watching Super Best Friends play this game, and there were some things that they did in their videos that I may have gone back and done. I think there's an episode where I did go back and do something because I saw it in one of their videos. But other than that, I'm pretty okay. My policy on spoilers with most games actually is that when I'm playing through a game for the first time, is that any part of the game I've already been through, I'm okay to be spoiled on if there's something I missed. But if it's a part of the game I haven't got to yet, I don't want to be spoiled on it. Is how I tend to see that. But yeah, I've just realised it looks like I'm looking down and talking all the time, not looking at the camera. The problem is the camera's above the monitor, so I'm looking at the monitor and yeah, it doesn't. I'm not quite making eye contact with the camera. But that's fine. That's fine. These credits are going on for a while. It's good music though. Ben McCreary did the music. He's done music for... The thing I remember him doing music for most is Battlestar Galactica. But I think he did music... Did he not do the music for The Walking Dead? I think he did. Like the early seasons maybe, or something like that at least. He's done music for a lot of things. And of course this game was introduced at E3... Was it E3 2016 when they first announced this? And he was conducting the orchestra and it came out. There was this whole big thing where they just played a song. Which is, I think it actually is the ending credits song now that I think about it. And then they went into what turned out to be the trailer for this. And interestingly enough, it's a trailer that had nothing from the game in it. Like that whole scene with Atreus playing with toys and stuff isn't in the game. It's not there. It completely isn't there. So that's interesting that that's not there. You know what? I'm gonna skip over these credits now, if we can. Yep. Okay, cool. Present day, present time.
Atreus, are you ready?
Ah, good, good.
I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us. Here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real. It felt like the future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
Okay, so that's a good little scene. So it makes it clear that that secret hidden ending is in fact just a clue, just a dream. It didn't really happen. Where was that chamber? Oh wait, that boat dock was just down here. Huh. Where was the chamber? Oh, it's around the back of the house, isn't it? Yeah, I remember now. We'll go this way. Good thing they had someone repair the... Actually, no. Yeah, good thing they had someone repair the damage that Balder did at the start of the game. Hey, look what we can do. Look what we've got that we can do here. And I bet that lets us get up to that area where the trains are. Where the chamber is, yeah. It's around here.
Enemies ahead!
Ooh, what level are these enemies? Oh wow, they're actually stronger. They're level 5 enemies, which they weren't at the start of the game. These are actually strong enemies. Wow, that goes on forever now. Give me my swords, please. These are frost type enemies, so the blades would be better if I can get away and actually start hitting them. These are tough. Those are super tough. Probably doesn't help that I'm not using Atreus at all.
Have you considered a tactical retreat?
Right, that guy's done. That guy's done. That was quite the fight. So that's neat. Now, where was that chamber? Was it? No, it's not back here. It is back around here somewhere. Oh, that's right. It's just down here, isn't it?
Father, they're winning!
Oh, geez, we're not done yet. Oh, I took a lot of damage there. I'm not gonna survive this, except that I've got this. This will get some health back at least, which is what I need right now. Ah, oh, damn it, not enough. Oh, I blocked that.
I'm coming to you.
Damn it, I blocked that. I don't really want to use this, but we'll use it. Oh, you know what? I didn't want to use that. No, it's fine, because we can get to Brock's shop anyway. Just keep doing it. Man, if we can't beat these enemies, what hope do we have against a Valkyrie? This is the most annoying thing. There's one. There's the second one. I like the game introduces you to these right at the beginning too. Like, it doesn't mess around. It's like, hey, this is them. Like, it makes this one really obvious so that you know when you see a second one that this is a thing.
Can't believe it was next to Mother's garden this whole time. No wonder we can never get in there.
Yep. Hidden Chamber of Odin. I don't have a Resurrection Stone, which is a huge mistake. But isn't there usually a gateway back to Brock's shop in these? I mean, if not, we can just duck back out. But I'm pretty sure that most of these have gateways back to Brock's shop. All the ones we've come across so far do. I really want to know what happens when we kill all the Valkyries. Oh, speaking of Valkyrie killing, let's equip the thing. See if we can find this looks like it'll be, what's that at the moment? That is a Shard of the Elements, resistance to all status effects. Yeah, okay. Let's put, what was it? Valkyrie's Bane, that's what we wanted. So we'll put that in there for the moment. Actually just a raw upgrade too, so that's nice. I'm convinced that there are more of these Valkyrie's Banes somewhere, but I don't know exactly where to get them. Yeah, look, there's a gateway to Brock's shop there, so we'll go and buy another Resurrection Stone. And we might see if there's some other stuff we can get that might help us in what is surely going to be a hilariously hard fight. But yeah, we'll just load back into Brock's shop and then we'll come back here and have a crack at the Valkyrie. Head there, and we'll see what we get. So yeah, now that we're fully deep into post-game, I'm not sure how much more I'm going to stream of this, actually. That's going to be a really interesting thing. I feel like I should do all the Valkyrie stuff. That might take a few nights, so I don't think we're going to be quite done with God of War just yet. I think we've got more to do, a little bit. So maybe tonight and tomorrow night we'll do as much post-game stuff as we can, see what we can see and do what we can do. And then depending on how I feel about that, we'll either go back to Final Fantasy 15 next week or Final Fantasy 15. Yeah. I've had some ideas from other games I could cover at some point, but they might just be one-offs or things like that. Have to see how that handles when we get there. But yeah, for the moment we're gonna just talk to Uldra Brothers. Well, they've got things to say now.
How was your trip to Jotunheim?
Will you give them a little privacy? The kid just found out he's a giant. He doesn't need you interrogating him.
Brock, you knew?
Oh, we knew Faye was the last guardian of the Jotnar left in Midgard. That's why we made her the axe. We hoped it could restore the balance of power.
After Thor went all berserk with our hammer.
Though in the end it seems she chose another path. She chose, well, you.
Yep.
Both of them.
Yep.
I suppose she figured that was the best chance for the Giants to live on. And now, I suppose, that's up to you.
How about that? A young Jotun with us the whole time. And the son of Laufey, the just... Oh, I should have seen it before.
Wait, what? Wait, who's... Oh, is he referring to Kratos? Is that... No, that's not Kratos' dad. Huh. Look at all these things we could get if we went there. Perfect. Ah, okay. Huh. Ah, that's interesting. I actually have these too, which I don't want, but... okay. Now, resources. Just want to see what... Was it? A hardened Svartalheim steel. Right, okay. Jeez, they're not cheap though. We want a resurrection stone. We want that resurrection stone. Yes, I know how they work. Axe pommels we can craft. Grip of the Maze, which we need Mist Echo, 1500 Mist Echoes for. Wow. Yeah, so you need to make these to get through that Niflheim stuff. Talisman, we've got Vergelmere Stone, which again, mist requires mist, does mist. Sinmar is Cinder, what's this? Smoldering Embers, yep, okay. Okay, neat. Neat.
Well, see you next time you need something.
Yeah, so that's about all we can do. That's about all we can do for the moment there. Oh, right. So, yeah, okay. And, well, yeah, and her name actually is Faye. Yeah, of course. So, I've just been informed that in Norse mythology, Loki's mum is in fact called Laufey. Of course, that makes perfect sense. Because, of course, she was referred to as Faye. In fact, didn't someone actually call her Laufey at some point earlier in the... Like, didn't Mimir first refer to her as that?
Mimir, what did you call Mother? Laufey the Just?
Yeah.
Did you know her?
I never had the pleasure. Laufey was a rumour in the halls of Asgard. A giantess warrior who thwarted many an Aesir god's plans. Freeing those who they would enslave, feeding those who they would starve, generally making a nuisance of herself in the most noble of ways. Thor was terribly frustrated he could never find her to fight. Once my imprisonment began, I could only wonder what became of her, and who she would turn out to be. Yours is quite a singular lineage, lad.
So if you were aware of that, and you heard that then, you would know immediately that Atreus was Loki, or you would be able to much more accurately guess. That's certainly interesting. Right, where are we? Okay. So what's up around here first, as always, because there is a chest here. It's really interesting the way this game actually just straight uses bits of Norse mythology on the assumption that people don't know them. To like take advantage of the fact that people don't know them. I think it's really unique the way the game does that. Really?
Sorry, not ready.
Wow, that does a lot of damage. You're done. That was easy.
You are one vicious son of a bitch!
Yeah, well. I don't know how I'm going to handle this Valkyrie, though. Well, we've got that 5% damage reduction, but that just does not seem like enough. We're going to find out soon enough if that really is going to be enough for this one. Wait, this isn't a Valkyrie. This is a murder portal. Am I about to pull a Valkyrie out of this portal?
Enemies ahead!
No? You're not a Valkyrie, you're a level 8. Okay, this is not what I was anticipating right now. You. Ah, didn't run into it. There we go. You're done. Oh, you're done.
Right flank!
This is not what I was expecting to find in here. I thought I was going to fight a Valkyrie. So this chamber does not lead to that Valkyrie. Hits in. I'm gonna get those nightmares down. She's the annoying thing, but these nightmares are gonna just be painful. They're just gonna be an annoyance. Okay, let's set nightmare down. Nice, good work. Hey, guess what I can do now?
This is the last one.
These things are difficult to fight in that mode. Oh, damn it. Oh. Now I'm going to need another resurrection stone. Actually, now that I think about it, don't, oh, it doesn't matter.
Get up, brother!
I was gonna say, don't shock arrows work better against these guys? Sure they do. See how that goes now. Shock arrows. That was really annoying because we were doing really well. Some health.
Atreus, here!
Yes, Father.
Make sure I'm using these because these definitely seem to work better for this.
I'm not ready.
And shock arrows, I think, work better on these. Because you basically can't stun them. I already lost half my health because this guy just... Oh, crap. Okay, so that guy you have to use the axe because he is fire vulnerable. Okay, cool. That's going... This fight's going really well so far. Okay, let's see if we can do this properly this time. Yeah, we just completed a labor too, so that's really cool. Okay, that guy cannot be hit. He just body explodes on us. It looks like we got this one down now though. Did that kill it? It
Our
did.
enemies are strong.
Wow, that was actually easier
Yes, sir.
somehow. And a treasure map.
Huh. Interesting. I may want to write that down.
No, it's just a lore scroll, I guess. Death on Wings. Huh. Huh. There was a Valkyrie here, but it got recaptured and sent back to... Sent to Niflheim? So what do we get? Dust of Realms, of course. got a lot. Whoa. Oh. Well. That area that it looks like you can get to, but you actually can't. This whole area is open. I didn't even realize that. I thought it was enclosed. Man, it so looks like you should be able to go up there.
Huh.
Huh? What are you saying him to? Can we go up there? This is all just decorative. Hey, we got, what was that thing that we just got? That thing that we just got. Stone of Fire Supremacy. Oh man. Now I need to find, oh boy. Sockets. No, I don't want to get rid of that. Might have to get rid of that. Unsocket that. And then grab, I've got a perfect eye of the realm. So what was that thing we just picked up? Art of Svartalfheim. Right, well, let's equip that. That seems super good. Passive health regeneration is always handy. How good is the regen though? Sit here and watch it regen. It is very slow. But if we're running around and doing stuff, it'll just regenerate while we're moving around, so it may turn out to be actually alright. Where to now then? Okay, so I suppose the obvious answer to that question is, where's that other Valkyrie? Yeah, see, it's actually filled up now. There's probably not much else we can do in that area. The next nearest Valkyrie was not on this map. Let me look at the main map so we can get an idea of where the next nearest Valkyrie is. There clearly wasn't one there. Oh, I thought there would be. Oh, there's a hidden chamber of Odin here. The Valkyrie is all the way over there. Okay, well, we're gonna go to that Mystic Gateway, which is the Witch's Cave. We'll see what we can do from there. We might get to contact Freya again, actually. Might be interesting to see what happens with that. I suspect she doesn't want to talk to us. That's just a guess. I'm just guessing that Freya probably still doesn't want to talk to us, because I get she might be a little bit upset with us. Just a little bit. we did slightly murder her son. This loading screen is unique. And that's what this fundamentally is. It's a disguised loading screen. So after having slightly murdered Freya's son, she's probably not going to want to talk to us, but let's go find out. Let's go see how she feels. Maybe she's come around. Go up. Oh, we're going to have to go through her house. Oh no, because there's that other way, isn't there? There's the well you can climb out of. That's right, yeah. I do remember. I remember everything. Remember, this lift takes freaking forever. Like, a really long time. Oop.
Is it a good idea coming back here?
He even points it out.
Probably in there planning your demise, brother.
Or bringing Baldur back to life? Like she did you, Mimir.
Oh, I'm not alive, lad. I'm reanimated, sure. But make no mistake, I'm still quite dead. I'll never be what I once was. She won't want this for her son. Trust me.
That's a relief. Not the part about you being dead, but, you know.
I wonder if it's possible to kill Mimir, to, like, have him put out of his misery. Did we ever come here after we got the blade? We must have done, because we did that puzzle with the wind stuff, didn't we? Yeah, you do the blowing up stuff here. It's all set up so you can do it without needing to do it. We're actually missing at least one apple too, because there is an entire apple chest I never actually opened, and that might actually be the 9th one. So this door is just completely not interactive now, so we have to go up the other way. Which was over here. Yeah, that's right, I remember now. I imagine we're actually not going to see Freya again. In the post-game. Maybe there's something, we'll see. So all those dwarf errands you can run during the game are actually, you can run post-game too, so if you miss one, there's no need to panic.
Gonna see what's up ahead.
Probably a large turtle. Yep. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. It's not where our house was. It's completely gone. No. The tree's here, but the turtle seems to be gone. And Freya's whole home seems to be gone. Ah, okay. Now the other puzzle we never solved here is that. Hey, look what we can do now that we're here with these.
Huh?
No, but where was it? There was a wind one here somewhere. I saw it just before. Is it down there? Oh, there is too. There is, yes. Yes, there is. Let's go back around here. Is it maybe that? No, but that's how we open that chest. Okay. I know how to do this, but I think it's going to be tricky. That's an active wind thing. What we need to do is move that from there to here. Put it in there, because then we can reach that from up there. We go back up here. And then there's two places we can use it. There's that place there that we can use it, which probably opens that chest. And there's that place there. Okay. I'm going to open the chest first. Oh boy, this is gonna be fast. Missed. Damn it. Ah, that's Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. You don't even need to do that. Hang on. No, I just realised I don't even need to rush that. Oh, and it resets back to there, so I never need to climb down here. I didn't know if it would reset back to there. Yeah, I didn't know how those reset, actually. So that, that... I know how to do this. Okay. There. Then put it in there. Right, okay, now here, suck it out. Put it in there. That. Or it activates that chest. It doesn't unlock it. But at least now we can see the runes that we need to see. Thanks for this. Okay. Hang on, none of this actually solves our initial problem. None of this actually solves the other problem we have, which is apparently that top disc doesn't... Okay, yes it does. So, put that one gone. Okay, so what does that look like now? How do I make that third symbol? Oh, it's... Oh, right. Because I don't actually even need this lit up. Okay, no, hang on. I know how to do this now. So, that's actually the... That's actually... Okay, so I need to actually change that top symbol. I'll rotate that way. So we have that symbol, which is the middle symbol there. So we only need the other two for this one. Rotate that. Yep, okay. And now what I need to do is get the wind. Get the wind. Get back up here. Would activate the chest.
To me.
No, hang on. Hang on. Oh, hang on. So which one of these do I need? Yeah, okay, so I need the backlid first. Wait, what?
Huh?
I don't understand how this works at all. That's... Sure. surely all three symbols. Don't get this puzzle at all now. There's a solution that I thought was actually really obvious and actually surprisingly easy once you figured it out isn't working now. So this is taking a lot longer than I anticipated to figure out. Try something slightly different. Nope. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. There is also the very distinct possibility there's actually also the very distinct possibility that I'm actually looking at this from the wrong angle. Where does that leave us? That leaves us... Okay, somehow that completed the chest. I don't fully understand how that works, but we did it. And we got an apple. Oh, we've actually got 2 of 3 apples that we're missing. I know where one of the others is, but not sure about the third yet. Oh, actually, I do know where the third is. I think I do anyway. Okay, so the other thing we came here for was to find a Valkyrie chamber, or an Odin chamber. Yeah, there should be one hidden chamber of Odin. Should be one in this area somewhere. Not 100% sure exactly where. Hey, now I remember thinking at the time that it would have been possible to... It is 100% not possible to remove those ever. Okay, that's permanent. I had a sneak suspicion you could, but apparently I was wrong. Where the Odin chamber is then. Around here and have a good look. Here. Nothing here that we haven't already used as part of a solved puzzle. Could be in the cave underground actually. That's quite possible. Yeah, was that a button prompt that I missed? Yeah, there is a button prompt here. Oh no, it's just an item.
Treasure! Alright!
Oblivion stone. Okay, sure. Oh, that was a treasure map. Stone of Frost Mastery. Nice. Okay. haven't really been actively checking the treasure maps, so I realised there was one there. Yeah, I suspect that the Odin chamber is underground, so I'm gonna... Hey, we got an apple out of it, so it wasn't a waste of time. Where is that chamber? Okay. What does that let you do by putting that there? Isn't that something we already did and I've forgotten what it actually does now? I suspect so. Said, we are still looking for that Odin chamber, so probably keep hunting around here. Where to go? There's a couple of different places you can go here though, so... There's, hang on, not there. There is this area here. Oh! Ah, suppose I can get the wind from there, from down here, can I? Why?
Which way?
It's too far. Ah, I completely forgotten that that was a place. Will I be able to make this? I think so, actually. Totally. What does that buy us? What do I get for allowing that to happen? Nothing? How do we get over there? Going around here. I can climb this, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so that's how we get over there. Oh, this is where the chamber is. Right. But there's also this. Hey, look at that. This is a puzzle we completely couldn't do before. What is that bias? There's another one around here somewhere for sure. Can I just climb up this at some point? No, it had to be positioned so you could jump across on it, didn't it? Yeah. Just be sort of centered about there, I think. Good. So we don't fully know what the point of having that wind thing over here is yet. It's to open that door. Okay. We can do that. what does that get us? Another chest. With a light runic attack, Rampage of the Furies. Nice. Okay, cool. That actually seems alright. I'll invest in that. Why not get the upgrades too? Yep, especially if they're going to be that cheap. Nice. See how that works out. It's a fairly easy thing to puzzle to solve. Now, where was the Odin's Chamber? It was back down here, wasn't it? Got that chest, but we never opened this because we didn't have the ability to. Only 2 binding points in that. Okay. So not all Valkyries are in hidden chambers, it seems. And there is the very distinct possibility that we're going to be in situations where we don't always deal with a Valkyrie in one of these. Because we already opened one that didn't have a Valkyrie in it. Which makes me wonder how else you encounter Valkyries if it's not just through these. Do I have a resurrection stone? Problem we might want to solve before we walk into that. I'm just gonna head to Brock's shop, get a resurrection stone, and come back here. It wouldn't take too long. It's a really big wide loop that you do around this. It is actually just a single loop, I've noticed. Oh, I never noticed that before. Big sky effect up there. That big always facing the camera sky effect up there that looks really odd because it always faces the camera. Like it may as well be a billboard texture at this point. There's this weird moment where you can't move Kratos after you walk out of one of those for a bit. Yep, that's what we want.
You hitting the road or chewing the fat?
Hitting the road, mate. Now, where was that gateway? Just make sure that it is in fact that one. Yeah. It's definitely that one. Wow, we're taking a long time to load that in. What happens if you go this way? I've done this. I want to see if it's any different. I imagine not. I imagine it's just the same thing. bet it even spawns in the same spot. Yeah. I think because we were running it spawned a bit later, but sure, whatever. That's fine. So this looks like a Valkyrie. They always have those things. That shape. It's all trapped in those kind of chambers that they break out of when you walk in. Probably a downstairs area down here too, so we'll get to that. Like all Valkyrie fights, so I don't imagine this will be it. Already made the money was spent on
Atreus, follow me.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Ah. This is just back here. It actually does loop around because most of these don't. Neat. Okay, cool.
Another Valkyrie.
We should probably do something about them.
It is none of our concern, Ed.
Watch yourself, boy.
What? You weren't gonna say that?
Maybe.
That's good.
Okay. Guess we're doing this.
Hi, Kara.
Focus up.
Need more time.
Oh boy, she has minions. Oops, these minions aren't particularly strong, but let's not underestimate the Valkyrie herself, hey? Oh, hello. That was a good attack. Oh, get away, get away, get away. So she can't be stunned. Oh, why did I do that? Wow. Okay, this seems a lot more possible than the other ones. Like, I'm not going to guarantee that we do it. This does seem a lot more possible. I think I took a lot of damage then, but I can't easily tell. Yeah, so she just summons minions. This seems much more doable than the last ones. Especially because... Oh, go away, come on. Spartan Rage. Jeez, you build up rage really quickly all of a sudden. That's really good. I wonder if the axe might be a better weapon against her though. Let's see. Seems like it's much of a muchness, but I can do throws with the axe that I can't do with the other. That might not be a bad idea. Oh jeez, I took a bunch of damage then. I got help. Oh, I need a bit more if I can. This fight seems a lot more doable than the other Valkyrie fights, so that's handy. Well done. This guy down. Come on. She just summons more minions though.
I can't get.
Just focus fire on her. That's what we can do. So I think we can possibly beat this. Oh jeez, no, she's gonna keep doing that. Oh jeez, now this is what I was afraid of, was that right as I got her health down to a certain level, it would just become really difficult. So yeah, I think we're gonna aim that at her. We should be able to get there. Get the health.
Watch your back!
R3, here we go. We got a Valkyrie down. Oh, he rips their wings off. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, wow.
You have freed me from my corrupted form. You have my eternal gratitude. But my sisters remain trapped as I was. Take my helm. Find them. Free them. The fate of the Valkyries rests on your shoulders.
Wow, okay. She even meant to be the first one then? Like, if you do any of them first, you get this scene? Now I've got a big Valkyrie helmet hanging off me.
The fate of the Valkyries.
Sounds pretty important.
That's putting it mildly, lad.
What do you know of them?
A fair question, and yet not one easily answered. I know more than most, but much of their history is veiled in secrecy. My own experience with the Valkyries ends with my imprisonment.
You are avoiding the question, Head.
As I said, brother, it's complicated.
Ooh.
I don't know why or how they become such wretched creatures, but perhaps if we can free more of them.
You want us to fight more of those things?
The fate of the Valkyries, lad. A more worthy endeavor there is not.
It will be dangerous.
Well, that hasn't stopped you before, eh? That's the spirit.
Yeah, it looks like we're doing this. There's other stuff up that was around. That was a lot easier than I anticipated. Is that my axe? Why is that there? Okay, let's just take a look at those things we just picked up. They seem good. So first things first, we got a talisman. Talisman of the Realms. Summons a realm shift that temporarily slows down. Upgrade to increase the duration of the realm shift. We still don't actually know what that does. But the downside of equipping this is that in its current form, it has no sockets. But it does have more strength. But we lose a lot because we don't have those sockets, so that'll need to be upgraded before we use it. Yeah, I was gonna say, we did pick up... Oh, we got those a while ago, didn't we? Picked up a socketed item as well at some point, didn't we? Picked up a thing, it was a purple item, I'm pretty sure it was a socket. Ironic Heart of Midgard. Increase damage inflict whale barehanded attacks by 6%, stacks up to 18. Digital of the weapon. Oh, right, yeah. Ooh, that's actually good. I should use that, but I don't parry well enough. So what's that other thing we picked up there? Stormo, Stormo. Okay. Wasn't one of these. No. I don't have legendary bow grips either. But that seems like it will help us with all the other things we've got to do. Okay, I think we'll just leave it here for now. We'll come back and do more Valkyrie stuff tomorrow night. See how much further we can get with the Valkyries, among all the other things that we're going to be doing. That definitely seems like a post-game thing. I wonder what that leads to. I'll be really curious to see what that leads to in the end. But we are going to leave it there for the moment. So I'll be back tomorrow night. I will be doing God of War again tomorrow night, even though we beat the game. There's obviously a fair bit more to do in terms of post-game. So I'll definitely be doing that tomorrow night. But yeah, so I'll be back then. And thank you all for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow night.